tradition says that at the Battle of the Little Big Horn, Gen. George Custer and his entire detachment were killed. But there was a survivor of that battle who became a celebrated hero. Following Gen. Custer's defeat, the military was looking for a bright spot and the myth of the lone survivor was born. That lone survivor was Comanche, not an Indian, but the horse belonging to Captain Myles Keogh, an officer under Gen. Custer's command. Here's the story. It all started on April 3, 1868, when the Army purchased a 15-hand bay gelding as part of a choice lot of horses in St. Louis. The 41 horses were taken to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, where they received a U.S. brand. Captain Keogh, looking for a backup battle mount, selected the bay gelding from the lot and paid $90 for his purchase. In September of that same year, Captain Keogh fought in a skirmish with Comanche Indians near the Bluff Creek in Kansas and rode his backup mount. The horse was shot with an arrow in the right hindquarter, but he showed no signs of the injury. It wasn't discovered until after the battle, when Captain Keogh found the arrow shaft broken off in the horse's hip. Captain Keogh immediately made his backup horse his primary mount and named him Comanche. Captain Keogh rode Comanche for the remainder of his service in the Army. Together they were stationed primarily in Kentucky, where they battled the Ku Klux Klan Northern carpetbaggers, and illicit distillers. Comanche was wounded again in 1873 in a skirmish with unruly moonshiners, but he quickly recovered and served with Captain Keogh until Keogh's death at the Battle of the Little Big Horn in Montana. Captain Keogh's remains were found the day following the battle. Some believe, based on the fact that Comanche's wounds were one-sided, that Comanche may have shielded his rider while Captain Keogh shot from the ground, and that the bullet that shattered Keogh's leg may have been the same bullet that lodged in Comanche's. No one knows for certain how Comanche was found, but most accounts say that he was discovered by the river, badly wounded, one of the few horses not killed or taken by the Indians. Becoming a symbol of the men who had fallen, Comanche was retired and spent time at various military posts, never again to be ridden. He died at the age of 29 and was buried with full military honors, one of only 2 horses to receive that tribute. He was then stuffed and put on display at the University of Kansas, where he can be visited to this day.